The Blue Jays continue to hit extremely well as they hit double digits yet again. This time, they don't give up 14 runs and they win 12-4 over the Tampa Bay Rays. What a ball game for the Blue Jays offensively. It looked a little shaky early, and especially knowing that the Tampa Bay Rays are such a good pitching staff, it didn't sit well with me. But the Blue Jays brought out the home run ball yet again. As, like I said, they won 12-4 over the Rays. Let's get right into this. Tanner Roark up the start, and his command was off yet again. It was really bad there against Boston last week. And I guess on the weekend. And you look at him today, he struggled in the first few innings finding his command. And then Brandon Lowe's hit a home run to make it a 2-0 game early in the first inning. Then in the top of the second, again, still having trouble with command, Brandon Lowe singles to right field. And Teoscar Hernandez had a chance at Austin Meadows at the plate, but instead he goes to third. And that's a brain fart on his part. Knowing that you got to know the situation and know the play, right? Austin Meadows might not be the fastest guy out there, but he was running on the pitch. It was a 3-2 pitch with 2 out, a guy at first. Any baseball player, any baseball fan really knows that a 3-2 pitch with 2 out and a runner on at first base, or when there's a force, they're always moving. So you knew it was going to be tricky. You knew you weren't going to throw him out of third. And that's just a play that Teoscar Hernandez has to make and throw it home. No matter what, it's 3-0 Rays. Roark's still having a tough time, but you do have to give Roark credit for something. Going out there in the third inning and still fighting his command, gets the ground ball double play to end the inning and have no runs come across and score. That's huge. Then he goes out there in the fourth inning, goes 3 up, 3 down. That's the end of his night, but he was able to kind of corral those last 2 innings and give the Blue Jays a chance, because in the bottom of the second inning, after Brendan Lowe hits the RBI single that Teoscar Hernandez should have gone home with to make it 3-0, Rowdy Tellez comes up with Vladdy on base, and he gets a changeup on the outer half, and Rowdy just crushes it deep and gone into the seats, makes it a 3-2 game. We're right back in this. Next inning, Cavan Biggio up, and he gets a changeup right down the middle. You don't miss there at 84 miles an hour. Crushed deep and gone to right field. We are tied at 3. Exactly what you want to see. Then we go to the 6th inning, and Anthony Kay struggles with his command there in his inning, and you haven't seen that yet from Anthony Kay, but you saw it there today with a couple walks in this one. And then Hunter Renfroe hits a sacrifice fly, giving the Rays the lead back. It was 4-3 Tampa. Now, this is where things start to change. Bottom of the 6th inning, Randall Grichuk up at the plate, and he hits a ball deep, and I'm talking deep into left field, and gone for Grichuk. A hanging slider, deep and gone. His first extra base hit of the year. Tells you how much Randall Grichuk has struggled. No doubles, no triples, no home runs before that hit today. But well needed for Grich. He really did need that. And it ties the game at 4. Now, this is where things get fun. Because after that home run, Rowdy Tellez singles. All right, hey, let's try and take this lead now. Danny Jansen then flies out, and in comes former Blue Jay, Aaron Loup, to face a lefty in Cavan Biggio. Blue Jay fans, if you have watched my videos for quite some time, I first off thank you very much for it. You will also know my feelings towards Aaron Loup. My feeling is, I swear, the only things I remember about Aaron Loup is him coming in to face either 1 or 2 guys, either walking, giving up a home run, or hitting the guy. Cavan Biggio, the first batter he faces, gets plunked by Aaron Loup. Now he's on, 2 on, nobody out, for Bo Bichette. And you know what's coming, because what did I say Aaron Loup does? He walks guys, he hits them. He already hit Biggio. What's the last one? He gives up home runs. Bo Bichette crunches one deep to right center. It's gone for Bo Bichette. 4 straight games with a home run for Bo Bichette. putting the Jays up now 7-4, the 3-run bomb off of Aaron Loup. Oh, and they weren't done just yet, because Teoscar Hernandez comes up 2 batters later, and on an 0-2 pitch, Aaron Loup decides to throw a slider up in the zone, and first off, you're crazy, because Teoscar takes him deep to center field, and it's way gone. That's made like 440 feet, 450 feet. And that's another one, 8-4 Jays lead. Aaron Loup having a day. Aaron Loup's final line as a Tampa Bay Ray in this game. He went an inning and 2/3, 2 hits, 3 runs. All 3 were earned. Thank you, Aaron, for giving us the lead. And I saw this thing on Blue Jays memes on Instagram, and I wanted to read it out to you guys because I thought it was pretty funny. It was, turns out the best way to let Aaron Loup win a game for the Blue Jays is to give him a Rays jersey. I thought that was pretty funny. That might be the first time Aaron Loup has actually faced the Blue Jays in his career, and it probably didn't go the way he wanted to. But the Jays weren't done there. They had an 8-4 lead, but they weren't done. Bottom of the 8th inning. Jose Alvarado? I don't know. Alvarado's on the mound, and this guy cannot throw a strike to save his life. He's throwing, and they're not even close. They're not even close in this bottom of the 8th inning for him. I mean, Jansen walks in a full count. Biggio gets hit by a pitch. 2-1, nobody out yet again. Bo Bichette singles to left field. Not going to test the arms because you got nobody out. There's no need to. You don't need to run into an out at home. Bases loaded, nobody out for Shaw. Almost plunks him twice. Ends up getting the strikeout. Now, Teoscar Hernandez comes up yet again, and he gets a 97-mile-an-hour. Look, why do they keep throwing this guy fastballs? There will come a time where they stop, and Hernandez has to adjust. We all know he can hit the fastball. Everybody knows he can hit the fastball. But why in God's green, beautiful earth does Jose Alvarado decide to throw a 97-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle to Teoscar Hernandez on a 1-1 count? He does, and it gets crushed. Deep and gone. 3-run shot for Teoscar Hernandez. And just like that, actually, I totally forgot the Danny Jansen scores on a wild pitch because Alvarado's all over the damn place. That made it 9-4, and then Hernandez with a 3-run shot makes it 12-4 Blue Jays. Insane. The home run ball yet again was insane. I think it's like 13 home runs in 2 games for the Blue Jays. That is ridiculous. And then we see guys like A.J. Cole finish off the game and Anthony Bass go out there and finish off the game. And it was very nice to see the way this team ended this ball game. No matter what, you won a game against a team you're trying to catch in the Tampa Bay Rays. Blue Jays are now 7-9 on the year. They end the Rays' 6-game win streak. You get back in the win column and you score 12 runs and win. That's the main thing. Now, let's get to these numbers real quick. Kevin Biggio goes 1 for 2 in the game, gets plunked twice, walks once, and scores 3 runs and has the home run. Good job by Kevin Biggio. His numbers are getting a lot better now. 206 batting average, but the on base of 324. Much better for Kevin Biggio. Bo Bichette, 2 for 5 in the game with 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored, the home run. I mean, he's hitting 356 on the season. What a year so far for Bo Bichette. He's doing fantastic. Travis Shaw, 0 for 4 with a couple strikeouts. And Teoscar Hernandez, have a day. 3 for 5. 2 runs scored, 4 RBIs, obviously the couple home runs that he had. He's hitting 292, guys. Teoscar Hernandez has, 7 home runs with the 4 RBIs today. He's got 13 RBIs, 7 home runs. He's hitting 292. Look, that's fantastic. Now, like I said, he's going to start seeing more off speed at some point. He has to adjust to that. We're going to have to wait and see how that plays out. But as of right now, Hernandez is playing well. He's confident. And that's what you like to see from Teoscar Hernandez. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., the only guy who's been really struggling lately. He was 0 for 5 again today with a strikeout. His average dropped to 241 on the season. He's really struggling. And I think he's just pressing too much. He reminds me of Vladdy in the first 7 or 8 games of the season. Really pressing to do too much. And he sees everybody else hitting the home runs and doing all these crazy things. He wants to join in, but he's trying too hard. That's my take on Lourdes. I think he's having a tough time right now. But Vladimir Guerrero Jr., guys, as much as his 1 for 3 with a run scored isn't very eye-popping, this is what I like to see. He went 1 for 3 and scored a run. He walked twice. That's what I love to see from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. His on-base percentage went up by, where are we here? quite a bit. It was 286 going into the game, 309 leaving the ballpark today. His batting average jumped from 237 to 242. Vladdy is really starting to find himself, and you can just tell from the way that he is going about his at-bats, especially today, he's seeing the ball so much better. He's on pitches. You saw that the first hit that he had of the ball game, the long single that he had. I mean, that was a ball in the inner half, and he turned on it. You can tell his timing is getting there, and you can tell that his eyes are there now. He's not just chasing borderline pitches. He's not chasing things all over the place. Remember we talked about his strikeout to walk ratio? It was really low. It was 11-4 coming into the game. 11 strikeouts to 4 walks. Not good. 11 strikeouts to 6 walks now. Much better for Vladdy. Again, you still want to continue to see him improve and get better as days go along. But as of right now, what we've seen lately, very promising signs from young Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Randall Grichuk 1 for 5. We talked about the first extra base hit of the year for him was the home run. Rowdy Tellez, after the great night he had there in the finale against the Marlins, continues that today. 2 for 4 in the ballgame, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, and a home run, and 227 average for Rowdy with a 300 on base. Look, he went into the ballgame hitting 200, jumped 27 points, and the batting and the on base jumped 17 spots. Exactly what you're looking for Rowdy Tellez. Look, for Rowdy, and the last at bat is the one that I like the most, the single that he had. That's the part that I personally like the most. The home run's nice, and you love seeing a big guy pull it to left field. The home run to left field is it's majestic, it's beautiful. But seeing a guy like Rowdy, I think he was facing a lefty, he was facing a hard right-handed pitcher, like it was really difficult, sidearm, nasty stuff. But he took the slider on the outer half and didn't try and pull it. Hit it off the end of the bat, but kind of pushed it the other way and got the base hit. That's what you love to see from a guy like Rowdy Tellez. Love playing the whole field. Great job, Rowdy. Danny Jansen 0 for 3 in the ball game, but he did walk once and came around to score on the Teoscar Hernandez home run. So great job there for Danny Jansen. Even though he's only hitting 179 on the season, the on base is 313. Remind you of somebody? Russell Martin a little bit in his final years as a Blue Jay. But that's not what we want to compare Danny Jansen to at all. So that's just what it is right now. Now let's get to the pitching numbers. We talked about Tanner Roark struggling with his command. 4 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 4 strikeouts, and 4 walks. You got to realize 2 of those 4 hits he gave up were both to Brandon Lau. And they were both, a home run and a 2-run shot in the RBI single. So other than Brandon Lau and really Austin Meadows, he didn't do too bad. You can tell he was struggling with his command. But like I said earlier, the way he finished off his outing is the promising sign for Tanner Roark, and you really want to see this guy do well. He's an innings eater, and you really need him to be. All right? Anthony Kane, like I said, struggled with his command a little bit, went an inning in the third, gave up 1 hit, walked 2 guys, and gave up the earned run. In this one, got a strikeout as well. Wilmer Font came in, went 2/3 of an inning, got the ground ball double play, exactly what you needed in that situation. Imagine if those things changed, right? The double play that Tanner Roark got in his 3rd inning of work, and the double play that Wilmer Font got to end that, was that the 5th or 6th? I think it was the 6th inning. If those didn't happen, we could be talking totally different right now. We could even be talking about the Jays losing this game. But when your pitchers come up huge and get out when you need it, limit damage, it gives your offense a chance, and that's what it did today. Ryan Breckie went out there. I mean, you know what he's going to give you. Clean inning, no hits, 1 walk, and a couple strikeouts for him. He's been fantastic. Anthony Bass, after that blown save, he goes out in the 8th inning today and looks very comfortable, very confident. 1 inning, no hits, no walks, and a strikeout. And A.J. Cole just doing what he does best for the Blue Jays right now. 1 inning, no hits, no walks, and a strikeout. That goes, how many innings is that for A.J. Cole? 8 innings of no runs for him, and he's got 8 strikeouts in those 8 innings. Very good job for A.J. Cole in his young year with the Blue Jays. Now, Game 2 of the series goes tomorrow. Is it tomorrow evening? 6:37 first pitch there in Buffalo, excuse me. As Ryan Yarbrough is going to be getting the start for the Tampa Bay Rays, and Chase Anderson gets a second start as a Toronto Blue Jay. You want to see if you can get 5 out of him. If you can he got 3 in his first outing. Obviously, pitch count was a big factor of that. In second outing, you'd love to see him get 5. If you can get 5 innings out of him, that's awesome. Anything less is kind of like a little iffy. But we're going to have to wait and see how Chase Anderson does in his second outing as a Toronto Blue Jay. He was pretty good in his first one, gave the 1 run in 3 innings of work. And it was, he fought command and only had the 1 run again, so he did okay there again. I think it was against Boston. And now you got to play a really tough and pesky Tampa Bay Rays team. Just because the Jays kicked rear end today does not mean that's going to happen tomorrow. You got to be ready to play. You got to be ready to fight, grind, and do what you need to do to get a W. Because this series against Tampa Bay now, and then you take on the Baltimore Orioles after that, these are huge series. Tampa's number 2 in the AL East. Baltimore's 3 in the AL East right now. Both teams are playing well. You find a way to take 2 out of 3 out of both teams, or maybe sweep a team or whatnot, the Jays are going to look totally different. One game at a time. Tomorrow, 6:30 first pitch there in Buffalo as Ryan Yarbrough takes him out for the Rays, and like I said, Chase Anderson for the Blue Jays. All right, so you know what, guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the ball game there this evening because it was entertaining, smack the like button. Do appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game itself. Would you like, would you not like from today's game? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Twitter is down below for myself as well. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. Also, the Instagram link is down in the description. If you have not followed up there already, please go do so. And I will talk to you guys Raptors edition on Sunday, as I'll be talking about the round 1 preview. That's obviously going to be happening on Sunday for the round 1 matchup against the Brooklyn Nets. That'll be starting on Monday. All right. And as for our Blue Jays, as I've talked about, their next contest is tomorrow evening, 6:37 first pitch at Salem Field in Buffalo. As Chase Anderson gets the ball for the Blue Jays, Ryan Yarbrough gets the ball for the Rays. Blue Jays look for the series win. That would be great. All right. So thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys then.